single mothers, loners, anyone, everyone, how do you get over the feeling that you made a mistake bringing a child into this world with no village? Of course, my child is not a mistake, but the issues that we have been faced with going on 8 years now are a direct relation to a lack of a village. And I've been trying everything in my power to correct that. And unfortunately, even though at the end of every day I feel completely and utterly depleted and exhausted, I still feel like I'm not doing enough. So I decided to make this video and ask for help, advice, anything. Also, this will be an update to anyone who's been following along or is interested in her 504 plan. The meeting was today. It went better than I expected. I felt heard. We put additional measures in place to make sure she feels heard at school and protected. And they all agreed that she is diagnosable, but I do not want the diagnosis, and I don't want her to even, I'm not going to allow her to watch this video because I don't want her to claim that. I don't want that to speak that over herself. I teach her that words are very powerful. We actually had to stop listening to the song Anxiety because it's a spell, and that's a whole nother topic. But I don't want her to have a label, and I want her to continue to advocate for herself. She's amazing at it. She sets her boundaries. She advocates for herself splendidly. Unfortunately, we can't control how other parents parent their children and how children interact with her. And now that more of the school staff is on the same page, I feel like she will definitely be better supported. To be honest, I've never felt this supported in my parenting journey than leaving that meeting. And I had very low expectations for that meeting. So it's very evident to them and myself that she has a trust issue. There have been situations in the past where she advocates for herself to an adult and the appropriate steps weren't taken. Even slight problems within her classroom maybe, and she'll go to a teacher, and I get there's a classroom full of kids and you can't always prioritize her, which I get. And unfortunately, it's just one incident after the other of the same repeated cycle, and it's created this narrative, inner dialogue, I don't know what you want to call it, but she's not hopeful, and I want her to be back to her bubbly, optimistic self. And it's like so many people have let her down, including myself, and that's what we talked about last night. She finally opened up to me, and I held my baby. She was crying, and I just held her because I didn't really know what else. My baby feels alone. She feels very alone. She goes to school and she doesn't really talk to kids because they're not on the same frequency. She comes home and I have been preoccupied with trying to wear multiple hats. There's a lot of things that need to be done in order for our household to thrive. It's just her and I. And I'm trying to build our future. It's a lot, and I'm not trying to make an excuse, but it's a lot. And I'm sure all my single mothers can vouch for that. But I have tried my best. I known this was going to be hard from the moment I found out I was pregnant. Who I was pregnant by, I knew that it was a possibility that it was just going to be my baby and I. And that's not what I wanted. Growing up, I always used to say, when I start a family, my kids are going to be daddy's girls. We're going to be with that side of the family the majority of the time. Unfortunately, that's just not how it happened. So what I've always done, I don't let my relationships with people dictate my daughter's relationship with people. My daughter has an iPad. She has access to talk to whoever she wants to, whenever they reach out. And I've always kept that line of communication open. Unfortunately, people, you could say, oh, I'm busy, oh, whatever you want to say, she sees right through that. And I don't know how to tell people that, but she sees through it. And yes, she understands that people get busy. Yes, she doesn't expect you to talk to her every single day, but to leave her on red for weeks, days. I've addressed it with people. She's even addressed it with people. She had her grandfather come over. She told me, I don't want you involved at all. So I stayed downstairs. She took him upstairs and tried to spell it out. It hurts my feelings when you don't text me back. I see you're doing things with your other grandkids and not me. It hurts my feelings, ABC. And she would, even after every topic, she's like, do you have any questions about this before we move on to the next thing I have issue? She handled it like a grown adult, and things still, they started to get better slightly, but now they're back to what it was. She has aunts. She says the same things. Like, she wishes, she wants to reach out. She wants to talk to them. Zero communication. I get that a lot of people aren't maybe used to dealing with a child like her. She's 7, but mentally she understands things that other 7-year-olds, most of them are in la la land. She's never been like one of those type of kids. The craziest thing to me is even the family members that I don't necessarily agree with lifestyle, like, I do not want her looking up to, influenced by nothing. I still allow it, and it's still like, what are you doing? I cherish my auntie title. I just don't understand, especially because she's so amazing. Like that, I'm just mind blown. I've tried, she tried, so I'm asking y'all, what can we do? Do you have a kid? Like, let's build a community. I've been trying to do this for years now, and I do have some people. I don't want Chelsea, Sean, if y'all are watching, I don't want y'all side-eyeing me. We definitely love and appreciate y'all, and my mom for sure. But I want her to have more of a community, more children and adults. Like, I just want to. I don't know how to do it. So I'm not even trying to like date. I don't never like dating apps. I've never used one, so I'm not even thinking like, oh, stepdad. Like, so I just want like a community. Like, I just want people, a tribe. Like, I know I'm making sense to somebody, and hopefully if you're watching this, we have things in common. We holistic healing, nature, like to be outside, off of electronics. Don't eat like health conscious, like not out here eating like McDonald's or anything. See, now I sound like I'm asking for too much. Ignore that last part, or don't. And I'm Malika Lee. I'm sorry. I definitely appreciate you as well. I meant to say your name. Yes, anyone, point me in the right direction. It's not about me. It's about my baby. I just want her to feel loved. Her birthday's coming up. If anybody wants to celebrate with us, it's on the 31st. If anyone, I want her to be around like noble men. And I know that sounds weird, but she has had some weird experiences with these little boys, and I don't know how that's going to shape her mentally. I fear, but I talk to her about it, and I try my best to help her process it. But I want her to be around. I want her to see how people can interact, how people are supposed to be, women, men, kids. I just want her to have a sense of family. That's all. I know how lonely it can get. I grew up feeling lonely, like the black sheep, and I don't want that for her. I just want her, I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know.